Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you hollering. Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone. Life out loud.
Did you miss me?
Hey, what up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiki Simone. Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone and friends. What's up?
What up, Kiki?
What's up?
Boy, Wanda on the mic.
Oh, y'all should really see my face right now. Like, I was
She
like,
wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready
You
at
know
all.
who they got trigger.
Oh, Trey.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's in the building.
oh my.
And I know I'm in the building.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He was
gosh.
not ready for that
I was
one.
not ready for that. No,
No.
no, I was not ready for that, and I just don't understand like what happened.
Come to understanding.
No, I'm not ready.
I am so sorry. You know, I get excited when I am around my people.
Oh, that's what happened.
Apologize.
No. I was not ready.
We love it.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Come again.
She wasn't ready.
Kevin didn't even say I'm not ready.
No.
I wasn't ready.
No.
Kevin say I wasn't ready.
Kevin, no. You ready?
See what that happened was? Had a little crystal, had a little coffee cup, had some goalies.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I was not
Listen,
ready.
promise,
I don't know.
promise. They got some cheeses right here.
Oh, you got Cheez-Its? It makes you do
it's
that.
really good.
Listen, Kevin Hart is sitting next to me, and I think I'm going to fall out of my chair.
Real rap raw, 1 thou wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
He's
Is that
here.
chocolate drop?
Chocolate droppers in the building.
He's here.
What go night night?
Oh my gosh, y'all. Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone and friends. And I got my boy B Wonder in the building.
What's going
up?
on, girl? Listen, it's season 2, girl.
We in season 2.
Congratulations.
Yes. All glory to God. We are so thankful. We raw this season.
Hey, I'm
Super raw.
all the way.
We all the way raw. We all
Uncut.
the way uncut,
All the way uncut,
live,
turned
whatever
up.
you want to
However
call
you
it.
want to do it.
We just saying like this might not be the podcast for y'all to let your kids hear if y'all not ready. Especially season 2 is really, we going a little bit deeper than what we did last season.
Grown and sexy.
We doing on the grown level for real, the grown and raw, the grown and for real, and grown in reality.
Facts.
Like we
Ooh,
going
grown in reality.
Yes,
That's it.
We just going that way this season. So I hope that y'all have been tuning in. Y'all already have been listening to season 2 already, and we got our girl back in the building. It's Samira.
Who that?
Who that?
Repping with our crew.
Hey.
Find out about that.
You know what? You gonna make me go back and play that because I ain't heard that in a minute.
What?
I ain't heard that in a long time.
For real.
What
For
up, world? Thank you for having me again, Kiki. Wonder Boy, it's always a pleasure. Great
I
company.
am
Always.
so happy. I love your perspectives because, you
Facts.
know, she ain't like me and I ain't like her, but then we are like in so many ways.
So many ways.
So many ways. It's like the
So-
underlying connection.
Yes, we have it. Man, I'm so glad that we ended up working together. Like, yeah.
God is good. God is good.
He know
Won't
what
he
he
do it?
doing.
Won't he?
He know what he doing.
Pony.
Yes. So for our listeners, if this is your first time listening to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone and friends, on this podcast, what you will get is real issues, real perspectives, and even real solutions. And we have what's called the pink elephant. That is our topic, our hot topic of the day. And we
Facts.
talk about stuff that, you know, people don't like to talk about generally. And things that are a little uncomfortable to talk about. And sometimes, you know, stuff you confess that you really don't want to, or you just don't want people to know about. But hey, confession is healing for the soul. So I've heard, but you know, it is for
Therapeutic.
me. It's therapeutic, definitely.
It is. It is.
So this season we getting real raw, as we said. And before we get into our pink elephant of the day, I got like a quirky little question for y'all.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so here's the question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is there bread?
Yeah.
Is there meat?
Yeah.
Well, then you got a sandwich.
Okay, Barack.
It's just a little oblong.
Oh, it's an
I
oblong.
can't.
It's an oblong sandwich.
Oh my
You know
goodness.
what? The way he just asked those questions. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
You know we LOL. You know we gotta laugh. So
we gotta
It's going
laugh.
down.
and we gotta laugh definitely.
Honestly, I didn't never looked at it as a sandwich. To be honest with you,
It's a hot dog.
it's a hot dog
So what is a hot dog then?
Just a hot dog. It's a meat on bread.
that you put ketchup, mustard, onions, if you like relish and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I need mustard, ketchup, relish.
Chili.
No
You know.
chili. Hold the chili.
Hey, hold on, you gotta have chili dog.
Oh, you don't like chili
No
dogs?
chili on my dog. That's too much meat.
It's okay. It's okay.
You could do it with just beans.
No. Beanie weenies. Yes.
Lord to God.
With some fried chicken and rice.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's some country cooking right there.
Y'all gonna make me get off my weight loss journey. I need to
I'm
eat
so
me a
sorry.
salad. Where
No,
my
we gonna
salad
stay
at?
on it.
Where my
on it.
salad?
Salad.
We gonna
My salad in my quesadillas.
You can still eat food. It's just proportionate. That's all.
Everything in moderation.
I don't know moderation. I just know eat.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I don't either. But listen, that's me on the point. Moderation.
Well, I just want to ask y'all that it had absolutely nothing to do with our pink elephant of the day.
Wait. What do you think?
I honestly don't know.
I don't either. I just know all my life it's a hot dog. You want some hot dogs? Yes, ma'am.
I mean, but technically, the way you just ask those questions, it could be a sandwich.
It could.
Right.
Just oblong.
Yeah, it's just an oblong sandwich. So, I mean, somebody asked it's a hamburger sandwich.
I would include a hamburger as a sandwich.
It's a hamburger.
It's a hamburger.
Hamburger.
It's a hamburger sandwich.
Oh gosh.
Sandwich got lunch meat on it. Cold cuts.
Oh, okay. So that's the difference. So a sandwich would need to have cold cuts. But I have veggie ones. I have veggie sandwiches, but it don't got no meat on it. Is that still a sandwich?
It's bread with veggies.
It's a Bridges.
It's a Bridges.
It's a Bridges sandwich.
Oh my goodness, y'all. Anyways, what we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and we gonna bring in our herd, because our herd is ready to come.
No.
It's definitely
heavy.
ready to
No.
come. It's
No.
heavy. You
No.
not ready?
No.
Oh,
no,
well, it's
no,
coming.
no, no. Oh,
There it is.
Our pink elephant for today is, y'all ready? Woo, I'm excited about this one right here.
Drum
This
roll,
is gonna be
please.
good.
okay.
It is sex and social media in relationships.
Dun dun dun.
Oh my goodness. This topic right here. You know how many relationships have been impacted?
Impact to the death.
If not 98.999.
Percent.
By social media?
What?
Oh my goodness. So we got a great topic for y'all
this is
today.
great.
So
This is
I'm
good.
excited. Listeners, we hope that you are enjoying so far of what we have been bringing to you. And this is going to continue to bring you some good stuff. So let me ask y'all first. Are either one of y'all like people who use social media often? So I want to kind of build up here. So do y'all use it often, just as a person? We're not even talking about the
we ain't
relationship.
talking about relationship or business. Just as
you.
a person.
Just as a person.
I do use it, but I make sure I use like proportions. As far as just like I try to like draw in just to see what's going on, then I draw back.
Okay.
Personally, just
Okay.
for me, like I want to say within last year. Before then, I used to post every day. Then I just like, you think about it, just like, well, let me kind of just scale back here a little bit. So
Okay.
it used to be from twice a week, and then sometimes it started building to like maybe twice a month. It just all depends on what I have going on, because I do have a brand, I do have a business. So, but personally for me, like if I didn't have a brand or business, I really wouldn't use it at all.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting.
Because I would need to have a reason to. Like,
Okay.
and the only reason I'm on Facebook is I'm connected with old school classmates and friends. So, and of course, my business.
Answer.
So but that's still personal though, right?
It is still personal.
Okay.
It is
okay.
still personal.
So Samara, what about you?
Okay, I just wanted to go on the record saying
She got to go on the record.
I don't have a problem.
I despise social media when used inappropriately, and I could go the rest of my life never seeing it or using it.
Okay. Okay. So I take it that you don't use it often.
No, ma'am. I do not use social media often. By often, I mean I may take 6 months, a year off from either platform,
Oh wow.
Facebook or Instagram, which are the only two that I have. So
Wow.
Strength. That's power.
Wow.
That's saying you need me. I don't need you.
I will not be a slave
Hey.
to your foolishness.
I can say that sometimes I've used it more often than I realized I've used it, just personally, because it's so easy. Like, there have been times where I've like not been on it, but that was intentional because I was realizing, like, when I go on my phone, I wake up in the morning, I'll go first thing, my it's like my fingers are programmed to know exactly where it's at and go straight
It's
to it,
like-
and you don't even realize that you're even going to it when you're like, okay, I'm not gonna get on it this morning, but your fingers just already
Programmed.
Yeah,
You ain't even
already-
young good. You grabbing your phone.
yeah, you grabbing your phone, you're just like, oh dang, why I keep being drawn to my phone to go to my social media? So I would say for me, I am a person that uses social media often, but I have to be intentional on refraining from using it sometimes because you can find yourself just being on there so much. And I'm glad that, like, on the iPhone, it has it shows you what your screen time is and where you've used your
most
screen
of your time.
So, and it has one of the items is social media, and it'll show you like
How many
social
hours or
media,
days?
how many hours versus everything else, shopping and stuff like that.
Bible app. When the last time you touched that Bible?
Yeah.
Ooh, boy, if like digital apps could collect dust,
Oh, wow. That would be it.
that would be.
Oh my goodness. But I found myself using it a lot. So I'm not even going to front and act like I don't use social media a lot. Now, I know that there are people that use it way more than me, but I'm going to just confess and say that, yes, personally, I use social media a lot. Now, as we transition into this next question, I want to find out from you guys.
Okay.
Do you think that social media does more harm or more good for a relationship?
Definitely harm.
It can harm. It can, but with everything, you have to scale back. Like, you have to be responsible
Be responsible in your usage.
in your usage of it. That's what it really.
Are you
boils
talking
down
about
to.
for time of using it, how much time you use it versus like spending time with your significant other?
Yes.
Or are you talking about what you actually do on it?
I'm talking
Both.
about both.
Okay.
Both.
Okay.
Because I mean, you can't have one without the other. Like, it really negates you as a person, your personality. What do you do? What you involve all your time in? Like, oh man, I'm supposed to do this paper. I'll do it in a minute. Because it's like what you're looking at is juicy. It's gossip. It's what draws you. It's attentive. So
It's enticing.
It's enticing. So you can't help but. Let me grab that phone right quick.
So let's Samara, I'm gonna let you answer the question. Would you say it's more harmful or it's more good for a relationship?
I'm definitely going with more harmful, and that's just because it can take away from responsibilities in your relationship and time you should be
Definitely.
spending with others, and you're not getting anything accomplished. You're not being productive.
Okay.
Most of the times when you're on social media, it's not for
It ain't for
productivity.
business.
It's not
It's
for business. It's for personal reasons.
Okay. So I definitely can see that because you can be on there building your brand and things of that nature, and then something happen on the
that
side.
still
you get
takes time.
and you get a DM.
And that still takes
So-
hours. Yeah.
You could be doing it, be on it for one thing, but then get this pop up where boop, this person popped up and now it's talking to me. So now I'm having a conversation with them. and it's still taken away from you spending time.
Why you got on the original?
Yeah.
Notifications. Turn it off.
So I would say in regards to that question, in my opinion, just from what I've seen is that social media probably has been more detrimental to some relationships than it has been more good, because it's just a lot that comes with it. It's a lot that comes with opening yourself up to this platform. It's just so many things that we don't even have time for to talk about, but it's a lot that comes with you setting up that account, you setting up that profile. Like, you never know who gonna be on the other side.
It's just for my family and friends.
But think about the name of it: World Wide Web. Emphasis on the web.
Wow. Mine won't do it that much because I got lip gloss on, but I guess
you think about
one got that.
You think about a spider. You think about the insects and the things that it catches in a web and it can't get out. It's just it's entangled. There go that word again. So you think about the internet. What is it that's such enticing that keeps us entangled? That keeps us.
That's true.
Well, we feel like now it's a part of our day-to-day activities.
It is. Social media is a part of many people's, and this isn't just in the United States.
No,
this
is international, world wide web.
Oh my goodness. So I think that this is really good to talk about because many people, in relationships, we tend to say, okay, well, my significant other may be doing too much of, playing on a video game or shopping or just watching TV or just doing something that's other than spending time with me. But social media definitely is one of those things that can take the attention away from that other person so that they are not spending time with their family or with their significant other. But it also has the potential to do some other harm within a relationship, not just the time. And that kind of leads me to my next question. And this is probably more so for Samira because she's a woman.
Right.
And
this
is something.
Let's clarify that.
You're a grown man.
I'm a grown man.
You're a grown man.
Okay.
Because I think we need to talk about this as females as well. Why do women look at social media or other relationships to discredit their own or even validate their own relationships? Why do you think we as females do that?
Unfortunately, I don't want to say competition or jealousy or envious or any of those things, but it's just the pressure that we put on ourselves as females individually. And we allow someone who took a vacation and went to Paris, posted it. And for some individuals now, I want to go to Paris. Why I can't go to Paris? Why my man can't fly me to Paris? Why I'm not doing this? Why I'm not doing that? And then they start to compare, which we should not do.
Right.
That's a killer.
We should never compare ourselves to anyone or anything. And so once that mindset sets in, then expectations that you had in your own relationships or your own happiness where you were content has now been interrupted with things of the world that you've seen someone else post, and now you think you should be doing the same thing. You should have your face beat every day. You should look like you're going to an event every day. You should be at an event every day. You should post every day. You should post your kids, school, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, because you see that being done.
Unrealistic
expectations.
Now, I know my husband, he still says this, but he was saying this a while ago, and that was that social media is the highlight reel for people's lives. They only post what they want you to see, for the most part.
So true.
So you might see some bad, some people might put like the bad out there, but most people put their good foot forward of when they're doing good, when they have on that happy face, or when they feel like they're entitled and, oh, I got this, and
they're on top of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing that you said that as females we shouldn't be comparing, but we do. And why do we compare? Because another female on here is saying, but you ain't got this, but you ain't got this. That's what marketing does too. So we gotta, marketing plays a big part
Definitely.
of that. But
Huge.
But when we're looking at other couples, because I want to really kind of focus in on the relationship part.
Right.
When we look at other couples and we see other couples happy, and now we're at a place to where we're just like, dang, I want to be like that couple. I want to have that same type of relationship where, oh, he like you just said, he took her there, or he bought her this, or look what he got his wife, or things, or what does she do to get him? Like all these types of things.
How she keeping him?
Yeah, how she keeping him?
Exactly.
Oh, I think I could do better than her. Like I could take her man. Oh, he look good.
Let me
so
DM him.
let me see. Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms. But to validate our own relationships, I think that what we tend to do is we tend to miss out on what our process is for our relationship
Right.
and happiness. Yes.
And the establishing is setting what is that between just you and the other individual.
Yes.
Right.
Because your standard is your standard. That's what's in between the two of the
What
partnerships.
was it before you seen that
Exactly.
picture?
So now you'll start to go out to things that, matter of fact, it gets you so infatuated. You love the chase, knowing it's a vapor, knowing it's not going to bring you any closure or any happiness. It's temporary. You'll feel accomplished and feel like, yeah, we done this, and the third, but there's still a hole there in your heart. There's still an unsatisfying chase.
Because that's
that is
somebody
never
else's
ending.
happiness that you seen, that you thought you wanted, and when you got it, it
But
wasn't
then,
what you thought.
and I was just about to allude to that. I was going to say sometimes, as I said a moment ago, it's a highlight reel. But I don't know if y'all seen on Facebook, it was a video of a female. She was taking a picture of her and her boyfriend in the stands at at some kind of sporting event, and she's taking a picture and he's smiling. Then as soon as she's done, he goes, but his face is like, oh my gosh, it's so boring. And so it's literally like he only did it for that snapshot for the sake of the picture, which I think many times we see a lot of that, but we just don't know what's going on. Because
Behind the scenes.
one minute you could see like a couple together and it's like, oh, they look so cute, they're so happy. And then next thing you find out, oh, they getting a divorce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you just saw them on social media,
Happy,
like
lovey-dovey, out.
all that,
Smiling,
doing all that, but
putting
then
on for the gram.
3 months later they getting a divorce, and you just like, well, dang, that was quick. But to you, it was just like, dang, that was quick. But to them, it really wasn't.
forever.
It was for the gram. It was for social media. And so we do need to be mindful that we need to look at our own relationships and, like you said, establish the boundaries or what it is that we want for our relationships. That kind of goes, and I got 2 questions here.
Okay.
But that kind of goes to my next question, which is, about social media. Do you think that people should put their relationships on social media?
That's between you and the individual who you're seeing.
Okay.
And for me, I like to keep it off.
Okay.
Until I allow you to see that, I'm in control of what I want you to see.
Okay.
Because it's to me, it's like a sacred thing too, in a sense,
Okay.
because social media can help you lose touch with reality. It can help you lose touch with what's in front of you. And you see all these X amount of pictures and things like that. But for me, I would rather present it when I feel the necessary. This is what I want to share, because social media can be ruthless. They can be disrespectful. You got a lot of trolls out there. There's just Twitter fangles, they Twitter thugs. So it just all depends on what you want them to see, and also what it is that you're portraying, like, and why. Why do you want to post this? Is it to just express your love that you have for your mate, which is perfectly fine and okay? Or is it because you just want to show off and just say, hey, this is what I got? Don't you wish you was living this life? Hashtag living my best life. You know what I'm saying? So it's your intent on posting on social media.
Okay.
Why do you want to post?
Okay.
What is the reason?
Okay.
So
That's good.
I have to have a
really good.
legitimate reason to do that.
Okay. Well,
Not just 'cause.
just from what you just said, when do you think is the right timing for you to begin to post about that you're actually in a relationship?
Once you have that talk with your mate first, see how they even feel about social media.
Okay.
Ask if they even want to be posted or
There you
mentioned. Like you can't just do things oblivious just because it's your page. When you're in a relationship, it's really you and their page.
Okay.
Because you're a reflection of that person. So
Preach.
you have to just involve them. Like, hey, how do you feel about me posting you on social media? You know, this, that, and the third. If that's okay, that's fine. The only thing I will say is specifically for Facebook, if you're married, boom, I would say post it. If you're in a relationship and y'all cool with it, post it, because people need to know the boundaries that may not see now. Like, oh, because you got people that go look. They like, oh snap, okay, they ain't got single, they ain't got married, I don't know what's going on, but I'm about to find out.
Find out.
Hey, how you doing? What's your name? You know what I'm saying?
What's up, stranger?
What's up? You know, I noticed you ain't got no status in that. So, like, that is important though. Like,
Okay.
you need to, if you're in a relationship and y'all cool with it, put it. Like for me, you may find out after I'm married. That's just me.
Right.
We know what we have, and and you know, my mind is like, no, I'm good. I'm taking da da da, and okay, bye. Block. You block, because I know you're gonna try again.
Wow.
They usually are repeat offenders even after you've told them.
What about you, Samara? Do you think that relationship should be put on social media?
I say no, and I've never posted a relationship on social media. Now, my last relationship, he posted, and then once he started posting, I was like, okay with it, and then I eventually started posting. But I'm a very private person, so I don't like whatever is going on in my life. If you're not close to me, you really won't know.
Okay. So for me, when it comes to social media, I'm thinking more so of closer to what B1 said in regards to like, okay, are we okay with it? Like, it just depends on a couple. Now, there was this one dude that I used to talk to where this dude was super private. But he was private for a reason. He was private because he was cheating. And so he didn't want to be seen with another female knowing that somebody else would see him.
Facts.
Or could potentially
that is
see him
actually
with
on his page, by the way.
Right. And so
On the page.
because I mean, literally I have found out about this dude anyway. But at the end of the day, like, he was always like, no, I don't take pictures. And I'm like, dude, like, you all in this, you all in that, you do like, you gonna be somewhere, you're gonna be photographed somewhere. Exactly. But in a relationship, he was just like, no, I don't post my relationships on social media. And I was just like, you real lame. So I just really, but
yeah, because I'm like, well, this is just for us. You know, this could be our memory, our moment. Let's capture it.
But you know,
But he
as
was
you
scared,
said,
'cause
I had to respect what he, didn't
Relax,
want.
yeah.
So I didn't post it. But guess what? I'm up here thinking like, we in this committed relationship, and this ninja out here,
And you ain't committed.
yeah. And this dude out here just like talking to like two other chicks,
Jane,
and I'm just
Hillary,
like,
But
Keisha.
see, unfortunately, that's nowadays, not being able to post another individual is now a red flag to those type of behaviors. And
It
then
is.
you do have some people like myself who are really just private. And I will say in the beginning when I didn't post, it was also because the trolls and the people, like, I don't want you to know who I'm talking to, so you can try to talk to this individual.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to post my relationship. You're not going to know. So if it comes about, just know it wasn't from social media. That's not how you found out.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that is, like you said, you made a really good point about now that way of thinking is now a red flag, because you're just like, well, why you don't want to post on here?
Exactly.
Like, something got to be
that
wrong.
make you look like the bad
Who
guy.
you talking to?
Yeah, like
Else you talking to?
But these days, people can know that you married and know that you in a relationship, and they
care.
still gon' come at you, because I can say that for a fact that even in me being married now, like literally it would be females just trying to be all up in my husband DM. Like one time we went and he did some show or whatever. Clearly I'm with you. And then by the time we get home, old girl done sent him a DM like, hey, you real cute. And I politely responded from his IG like, oh, but he married,
And he's real married.
He's
Like,
real
we got
married.
it on
As a matter of
His
fact,
wife.
you talking to her right now, so I suggest you.
right now.
So, and then she responded and was like, oh, okay, my bad.
My bad.
Ninja, you seen me there. Come on now. But anywho,
My
And
bad.
they just want to test the waters. They want to test how
Shooting
real
no
is your
shots.
union.
I'm blocking all shots.
it's just, you know, so it's you know, they're out there. And then I even have to be mindful because I've been when I did the podcast on being the other woman, like I was the other woman, but I did not initially know that he was married. So that could happen as well when dudes ain't upfront about what they in, you know, they want that attention. So
Or they are. Some don't
Exactly.
care. I know a lot that
just
are
don't care.
married.
Oh, you separated? Okay, cool.
Ain't no
Ain't no separation.
separation, and all
Not
people
just
still
you
be
and
falling
me.
for that. I'm getting a divorce. Really,
Oh,
you
I-
fell for that?
oh, I done fell for that.
I'm getting a
Like
divorce.
I done fell for that twice.
All right, what the
And
papers?
What are papers?
Yeah,
Holla at me when
with
you got
your
no paper,
signature
with your
and hers.
One even said, "Oh, I took the paperwork down there last week. It's getting processed, so I'll be man."
All right,
Let me know when
stop.
that's done.
When you
Just
get
stop.
that process of email saying divorce, you're
Finalized.
single, it's finalized, y'all ain't married no more.
Holla at your girl.
Okay.
So we are in this age right now. We are in this
now.
age
Right now.
in social media.
That's a shirt.
Where right now.
Right now.
That if you didn't post it, it didn't happen.
You didn't post
Oh my
it.
God.
It didn't happen.
I got hacked. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
Your little sinful hands right there. Come on, bring them over here. You would.
I really believe that many people just feel like Samara, as you were saying earlier, that I gotta do this, I'm doing that. Like they gotta post like every single thing in their lives. And it's almost like if I don't post it, it didn't happen. And I think that mentality has kind of really messed up a lot of our thought
And
process.
perspectives and just
Yes.
Look, you
logic in general.
lost a sense of reality.
Reality.
Definitely, because people are thinking like, hey, this, like whatever people post, it has to validate your relationship. So if I don't post it, then it didn't happen. But you could be good and happy without, you know, putting all your business, you know, on social media. But I don't think that people really understand that. But for me, I genuinely, me personally, I want to post for people to see that there are people that are happy and that,
Right.
you know,
Genuinely.
and I ain't got to post no bad stuff or whatever. Like it's so much bad stuff anyway, but I want you to show that there is real love, you know,
Right.
out here in these streets.
In these streets, you heard me?
And I
Pull up.
Yeah, and that's my reason for wanting to post is that
Right.
I want to show, okay, like I've been through things. Okay, I'm happy. I'm genuinely happy. And then I want to post for people to be encouraged that there are couples you can be encouraged and know what people have gone through. And now
Exactly.
they've gotten to this space, but it didn't happen overnight, but it could happen. So
Exactly.
it could encourage and give other people hope.
Every
So
season
that's
is
my
different.
reason for
That's
doing
a
it.
great reason.
A great reason.
But so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on into something a little. We're gonna slide into the DMs.
Slide in them DMs.
Slide in the
You heard me? I'ma
DMs.
slide in them DMs.
Hey,
You heard me? I'ma
hey,
slide in them DMs. You heard me? I'ma slide in them DMs. You heard me? Y'all seen your little post. Hey, shawty, what it do? What the most?
Hey,
Look at that. I love y'all thought process. Come on, hey, we gotta
Hey,
come up with
we
that
didn't
for
even
real.
practice that, y'all. We didn't practice that at all. We didn't even know we was gonna do that. Anyway, that's how in sync we are. That's how in sync we are.
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna write that down, and then I'm gonna actually make a song out of that
Let's
for real.
do it.
What do you think?
Wow.
That's gonna be my parody.
Let me feature on it.
Come on, cuz you got to. All y'all got to feature on it. Listen,
I don't know if you want me on that thing
listen,
because you know I
it's a
can't
jo-
sing.
It don't matter.
I can't do nothing.
Listen, you was in unison just then.
I don't know. I don't know what note I was on, but
It's all right. It's a group project.
oh, okay. So we're gonna go ahead and slide into the DMs. And so I wanna ask you guys, or both of you, have you ever sent any pics to someone that you were attracted to in social media?
Of course.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Of course.
yes.
Okay.
And this is from the immature side of just wanting what you see.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're just going after what you like. Like, oh,
Infatuation.
infatuation. Like, hey, how are you doing? You look very beautiful.
So
What is your name?
I'm gonna go a little deeper. Okay. I know I just asked y'all about sending pics, but I'm talking about explicit
Oh,
pics.
I already
Oh no,
knew.
cuz no.
I already knew it.
See, it's a different answer for him. So
I already knew.
cuz.
So I was like,
Because I knew that would come back. Like,
most
Okay.
men
With-
are very scared to send
Listen.
pictures.
You
like
think
that.
so?
Oh, okay. So it's
I
the
don't-
ones that are not. Boy, they reassure themselves
I can't do it.
a little bit too sure, and the ones that don't, I respect because it's just like, oh, I look at you protecting yourself.
I got to.
No evidence, no case. I respect that.
No, I don't want all that out into the world like that.
well, I can say that I've not sent it to anyone on social media. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Social media, no.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. Like, yeah,
World Wide Web,
yeah,
no.
World Wide Web, no. But I have in in the
Text message.
text messages before. After I've gotten to know a person for a long time,
Long time.
a long time. Not like, hey, what's up, shawty? Like we finna. No, I'm
No.
sorry.
Shawty,
I don't know.
say
you.
what's your price?
Hey, back
Back it up.
You
what I
gonna
like. Hey,
Well, clearly we don't know the words to
we
this
make it
song.
up as we
Hey,
go.
listen, we didn't do it then.
And we don't know the
don't
words
know
to
it
this
now.
song. But I just want to ask y'all that first before I go into this one. When being on social media, does that entice you to cheat?
It can, because like our nature, we're infatuated with whatever we're infatuated with. Like it can draw you in. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So if you see that,
She got that thump to thump.
jeez. Jesus.
Back it up.
I
Back
swear.
it up.
Abort. You're going to the deep end. Come back to the shallow. You know,
A little far.
it can be enticing. It can be
That
like,
current can take you under.
I think that's
look.
where it starts. In my opinion, most people, you not meeting people always in person. I mean, now
Right.
people are meeting people in person. I don't want to say that they aren't, but I'm saying for the most part, like to
It's the infatuation.
it
It's the
starts
fantasy.
with seeing somebody that you've never seen before, and you have direct access to talk to them one-on-one.
Yep.
And so you're more prone to go up to them or to speak to them via a
Social media.
DM
Right.
versus just walking up to a person and just asking them all these questions. So I think that that's how people
Assuming.
begin to cheat, and I think you can get enticed. And if somebody say it the right way,
Or at the right time.
Yeah.
If you're in a
Yep,
vulnerable
yep.
space.
yeah, if you're having a rough patch in your
Unawareness.
relationship,
Yep.
a rough patch in your relationship, like now old girl is like, hey, what's up? How you doing? You look
Oh,
real
you right
nice.
on time.
Yeah, exactly. Look at God. Stop it.
Stop it.
Just stop
Stop
it.
it.
better
Just stop.
Heisman.
Just stop
Just
it.
stop it.
You better step up.
just-
Heisman.
Stiff on.
Get back.
But I do think that, social media presents things that we want.
Right.
Or we think we want.
Or we
that
think we want, and it does entice us to do things that we really shouldn't be doing. And
Right.
then, like you said, it just kind of continues
It
on.
reels you in
snowball
like a
effect.
fisherman. Social media is the bait on the hook. You the fish.
Now, let me ask y'all this personal question. Do y'all follow people just because you're stimulated by them visually? Have
Yes.
you ever accepted people that
I've
you
done
just
that before, but as growing, I'm just like, okay. But I have done that before. Like just off the infatuation, like, let's keep tabs on this person.
I never
You know.
followed for infatuation. However, if you're my friend and I've been infatuated by you at some point, I'm not going to unfollow you, but I might look at your pictures and be like, oh, okay. But I'm not going to reach out or anything.
Well, what about the person?
We
like,
call
I
those
mean,
ghost
like,
followers.
I mean, like the people like you've never met before, but they let's say they friend request you, or
It's a no. Who sent you? Go away.
Survivor said, this
Yeah.
is this is too much.
Too much.
And so I literally was like,
And
go ahead.
I not to cut you off, but I would have to go on their page and look, investigate before I even accept.
Nada. You get
Confirm.
nothing from me. Goodbye.
Because I got to see, okay, why are you on my page? Who do you know me or associated with? Like mutual friends of a mutual friend. So I'm looking, okay, well, you know this person. I know this person. You know this person. I know this person. And I was like, no. And then I'll be like, okay.
That's nice of you to give them the benefit of the doubt. I give them nothing.
But the funny thing is, nothing ever comes out of it. They just want. I don't know if it's because they're ghost watching and they just want to
Some people just want
to say, because I know this person, I know you know them, because I seen y'all together.
And I can't stand it. Do not befriend me because we have a mutual friend
Listen, and we never talk.
and we never talk. Do
Ever.
not.
I'm talking about ever.
Ever.
That happens.
And
a
I gotta
whole
go.
lot.
I honestly gotta go through my Facebook friend list and see who I need to go ahead and
Clean
do
up.
a
Gotta
street
clean house.
sweeper. You hear me? Because like it's a lot of people I don't talk to at all.
It is. And I be sometimes thinking like I need to go ahead and delete some people, but then I be like, okay, even though I know you got a different lifestyle than me, like at some point maybe my golden keys could inspire you, or I had that mindset like after I think about that.
I do too, but Facebook play too much with the algorithm.
Now, B1, let me ask you real quick. From a man's perspective, do
Okay.
you think that your mate should be on social media? Do you think that your mate?
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
For one, I don't want to make you feel like I have to control your life, because
Okay.
that is your life. That is your right. And if that's something you enjoy doing, as long as you're doing it in responsible fashion, I'm cool with it. Like I
Okay.
have no issues.
Okay.
The only issue would be, if you ain't representing our union and let them know, hey, nah, I'm good. Long as you respect the union and do it respectfully, I'm cool with it.
Okay.
It's, it's the moment when it start getting really disrespectful and you be dismissive about it. Then it's a problem.
Then we got some issues. We got some things to talk about.
Exactly.
I think that, let me ask you a similar question. If your mate didn't want you to be on social media, would you get off?
Definitely. However, are we both getting off, or I'm just getting off? Because I would have no problem getting off just based off how I feel about social media.
Right.
But if I was an individual that actually engaged in social media, it would have to be a union.
Okay. So both y'all would
Both
have
would
to get
have
off.
Yeah.
Like, nah, don't tell me no, and then you over
Yes.
there, you doing what you want to do. And plus, it's like, okay, well, let's break that down. What do you mean not be on social media? Because I have a business, I have a brand, so this
Different
is how we
conversation.
eat. So what
Right.
do you like? We need to break this thing down.
True. That's a great point, because I was going to bring that up next. I was going to say, for those that actually have businesses or brands and things of that nature, and social media is a very big, intricate part of, building that brand. Like, how can you tell someone not to be on it? Do you just limit them to say, hey, only post from your business page, no personal stuff? Is that what we're doing? Or,
Exactly.
but
Or in its entirety.
it kind of makes me think like, well, if somebody has to ask the question or ask me not to post, what would make them
Ask that.
ask that question?
It's kind of like
Insecurity.
not necessarily insecurity. Okay, so like sometimes people think that they know best and they know how to ward off all bad things that come their way, but you may be incapable of doing that. But I can. So since I don't think you are capable of doing that, you get off and I stay on, which I don't agree with. But if you're as strong minded as you say you are, you don't believe I can be strong minded and ward off all DMs and anything that disrespects our relationship.
And that's a good point, because I really think that if you have to ask the question or have to ask the individual to refrain from being on social media, that can either say, hey, I don't trust you.
Right.
And but it can be insecurity too. Like, I know what you're saying to me when we met on social media. So what could you be saying to somebody else? And that could be an insecurity as well. What do you think about people that are in relationships, married or not married,
Right.
having the passwords to each other's information for social media. Do y'all agree with that, or do you? What do you think about that?
I don't want to have to request the password for anything, but if you give it to me, fine. But I'm also not a babysitter. Like, I do not have time to go check your DMs and check your phone and all that kind of stuff, check your emails, and just do the right thing. Like, I don't have time for that. That's too much work.
I don't have a problem with it. Like, if you want my password, here you go. I mean,
I feel like asking for someone's password is saying you don't trust them, in my eyes.
basically. It's
So like somebody who would say, you know what, I like for us to share everything. Can we share this? Can we share? Because I seen a post on Facebook a while ago where somebody said, when you see couples who have him and her name in the name, it's because they cheated. And so now they gotta hold each other accountable.
Because I know one couple specifically. The reason they have their names together is because the other individual don't do social media at all.
See, I would fall in
and
that
they just
category.
want to say, "Oh, hey, such and such hit you up," and just want you to say, "Hey," they just asked about you. So, I think that would be a far stretch. But of course, that is most of the times reason why. You know what I'm saying? But again, moderation. And again, respecting your significant other, whoever you're with. I would be like, okay, what is the purpose of us getting a one page? Like,
but if that was a compromise though to like a situation, I would say that's a great compromise.
It is.
And we now have the same password, and now we have the one account, and we can check it. I can check it, and however.
It is, but I'm gonna be so out of sync. I'm like, you could just be the moderator.
See, for me, I just want to. Me personally, I think it depends on where we are in our relationship, and if there has been infidelity, like and another variable, if we work together closely, so like my husband and I, like when he first started, like we had all of the same stuff. I had my personal, he had his personal. But we didn't give each other's Facebook things, but for IG we did because I was sharing a lot of his pictures and blah blah and all that stuff, and I didn't have nothing yet, so I just kind of was like sharing a lot of stuff, whereas he was focused on the music, and I was like, okay, well, this is your page, but I still gotta share the stuff or whatever. And so for those reasons, business wise, yes, we definitely shared. But then I definitely think if there is, and this is just a perspective, I think if there's infidelity, that could be one way to help
to heal the relationship, like
to help
a road to the
to
journey
show
of
the
healing.
trust.
Yes.
Like look,
To display like, hey, this what's going on. You can see everything that's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I messed up. Let's just get one
Okay,
page.
yeah, let's just do one page, or let me give you access to my page. I think that that's a way of comforting that other significant other to build that trust again.
Exactly.
So, and it's not necessarily, chasing after them, but on the initial hand, like you shouldn't have to give it to me. I'm going to trust you until you give me reasons not to.
Right.
And then we'll just have to kind of go from there. But
And a lot of times, because like for me personally, I just respect the significant other just because, I feel like I shouldn't have to ask you that in either, especially if you haven't given me a reason to.
Right.
But for the most part, that never enters my mind because I just feel like I trust you. Like
That's how it should be.
And until that is, shifted otherwise, then we do have to place some boundaries and things of that nature.
I think we definitely need to just
That should already be.
Yes, I was gonna say we
but,
just
I'm
need
just
boundaries.
saying.
Period. Just as an individual first, and then when you get into the relationship, it's even more of a boundary because now you got to share social media with the other person, and you got other responsibilities too. So
Exactly.
you got to make sure that you are doing
Your
your
part.
thing. Yes, make sure that you're doing that. So everyone. To me, this has been a great topic. I think it's been an honest topic. I think it's been a a pretty good one for us to really talk about how that plays a part. I know we're coming to the end right now, but we didn't really talk about sex a whole lot when it comes to the relationship. Oh, wow, you guys are really on sync.
Girl, come on.
Really in
And
sync.
we just met today. Just today.
Today.
Oh boy.
The energy is amazing.
On fleek.
So when we're talking about the sex part of social media,
Right.
people, there's a lot of sex insinuated over social media. Everything you sell
The
is
thirst
sex.
trap, what we
Sex
like to call
sells.
it.
Yes.
Sex sells.
So do we buy into that? Do we buy into the sex? And
Often more times than not. That's I feel like it's just again, just shooting up the shot. Like, oh, you took that type of picture. Let me see what else you doing. Let me
Right.
drop in the DM. Oh, I see you posted a lot of pictures. Usually it's with you and your girl, but now it's just you. What you got going on? Let me
Right.
hop in your, or vice versa. So yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think that there's more what do you call it? Sexting going
Than
on
anything. else.
than
Yeah.
anything, and I really believe that can be cheating.
Oh, definitely.
And I definitely think that can be very detrimental to a relationship. And the other partner may not even know what's going on because you over here in your phone doing blah, blah, sexting with another person and they in there cooking dinner.
The whole meal.
Exactly. The whole meal. And then you got the nerve to come to the
You
table.
done eat like you ain't over there doing nothing. Been
Yeah.
sexing for the last 2 hours.
and even on the opposite side of that, it's just a power that they know that they have over you. So they'll do whatever they can to entice you, to bring you into their world and say, look, this is what I can do. I can manipulate you at any given time and point.
Definitely.
It's again an ego stroke, as you said.
I think it just starts from sliding in a DM,
Initial
that
contact.
initial contact.
Slide like you
And
going home
then
base.
like, okay, I'm gonna keep responding, I'm keep entertaining, and now
Next
we
thing
sexting.
you know, you've exchanged numbers,
Mm-hmm.
you're linked up, and now you got a whole situation going on. You're trying
Right.
to figure out how you got there, and all because
All because you just started just answering questions in the DM.
in the DM.
you started surfing.
Now, granted, some people have had great relationships off of people sliding in the DM, and like they made it. My last relationship started off talking in the inbox on Facebook, but again, it all goes back to how you respond and what you do as far as when somebody slides in the DM and what your status is at that time, what their status is, and just being open and honest.
Yep. And also it's honestly it's a difference versus you got someone I look at when I hear slide in the DMs, okay, you slide in with the intent of wanting what you want when you want how you want it versus someone inboxing you and they're coming respectfully and that those type of successful
Yes,
relationships that
that's
come out. So
different. Yeah, you
I
are
just want the
absolutely
people to
correct.
understand the difference when somebody personally message you and then when somebody actually sliding in your DMs.
I agree.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting ready to get out of here, but y'all know we always have something at the end of the podcast. And today, what we are
What we
going
got?
to do, we are going to have our
Corny joke of the day.
Corny joke of the day.
the corny joke of the day. So y'all ready?
I'm ready.
Corny joke of the day. Okay, so why did the football team get arrested? Don't try to look.
I can't see, girl. I can see good with my eyes, but like over there, I wasn't even paying attention. So
Why did the football team get arrested?
the football or the football team?
Why did the football team get arrested?
I never know these answers to the corny joke of the day.
Was it
guys.
pass interference? I don't know. Flag on the play? I don't know.
Offsides?
Offsides? Right.
No, they got arrested because they were the Steelers.
See, I told you. Every time.
I can't deal with
I
this.
get got
This is
every
too
time.
much.
Every time. I can't get one.
Not
I can't
one.
get one.
The Steelers, really?
They were the Steelers. They got arrested. They were stealing Steelers. Okay.
That was a
Okay.
good
The crazy
one.
part
A
is
good corny
she is
one.
so good at this.
So good at it.
That's the crazy part about it. And then I still laugh at
Every
the end
time.
of it. No matter how corny it is.
Steelers. Well, we want to thank y'all for listening to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone and friends. And I want to make sure before we get out of here that my people be able to give you their handles. So, B Wonder, can you give them your handles before we get out of here?
Yo, I need y'all to slide over to nograndnoglory.net. You heard me? Pick up some merch, pick up some CDs, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the videos. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/nogrindnoglory. Hit the notification button, the bell, so you know when I drop another parody or a music video or an encouraging word, you know, a motivational vlog, as I like to call it. Follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, official B Wonder, official BWONDA. Facebook.com/official boy wonder, BOYWONDA. And I know this is a lot of social handles. And just know I got some new merch coming, dog.
Samira, can you give them your handles real quick before we get out of here?
Absolutely. Samira, last name Gardner on Facebook, and on Instagram, Samira, SAMYRA 1029. It's your girl.
Thank y'all so very much. And make sure that you guys are subscribed to the Life Out Loud podcast on YouTube. That's
Right
LOL with Kiki Simone. That's QUISYMONE. And you can also follow us on Instagram at LOL with Kiki Simone. Also, we do have my Kiki Simone Facebook page as well as my Kiki Simone page on Instagram. So again, we are so thankful that you took your time out to listen. We enjoyed having this conversation. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Thank you for continuing to listen. And until next time, we are out of here.
Peace.
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you island. Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone. Life out loud.